Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to your online teaching academy, and I welcome you all for the biology class. This is class 11 biology. Here we are going to deal with a very important unit, human physiology. We have various types of systems in human physiology. Anatomical, morphological, and physiological studies are also we are going to explore in this. Here, there is an organ which is present in the mediastinum and pumps and circulate the blood all over the body. Can you guess what system we are going to deal with? Yeah, you're right. It's body fluid and circulation. We are going to deal with circulatory system. Here we are going to talk about different types of fluids and how they are going to circulate. So types of fluid circulation. The various types of fluid circulation we are categorizing into two broader classification, one extracellular, another one intracellular circulation. In intracellular circulation, this happens inside the cell, intra, right? An example for this, amoeba and paramecium. So here the distribution of the materials takes place inside the cell. In extracellular, one body fluid, another one environmental fluid. So first we are going to talk with environmental fluid circulation. So environmental, here we are going to see about the water movement in the body. So first we'll start with environmental. Before that, I'll show you the example of intracellular circulation, paramecium and amoeba. Here is a paramecium, which is slipper shaped. It has a cilia all over the body. This you call it a cilia. And see how the circulation takes place and how the food get digested here. And here amoeba, which is irregular in shape, the same way. Circulation takes place inside the cell. So intracellular circulation. So now we'll move to the environmental fluid circulation. Example, sponges. So in sponges, how the circulation going to take place? It will have a tiny pores. Through that pore, the circulation takes place. Just observe here. These animals circulate the surrounding water through the cavities space in their body with the help of flagella, that otherwise called as pore. Okay, sometimes they have a flagella like hydra. Okay, I'll just draw the structure of the sponge. It's a cycon variety. It will have a tiny pore on the wall, and through that the water exchange takes place, which we call it as environmental fluid circulation. This is another species of sponges. Next, body fluid circulation. Here we are going to see different example. First one is fasciola hepatica, otherwise called as a liver fluke. The name itself says where it dwells. So where it dwells? In the liver. Fasciola hepatica. So it has a special fluid called parenchymal fluid, and this fluid circulates in the body, okay, because of the body movement. Next, another worm we are going to see. This is Ascaris. Here also, it's a body fluid circulation because of the body cavity space. They have a space. There they have a fluid, parenchymal fluid. Here they have a space. In that space, when the body compresses, when there is a contraction in the body wall, it leads into the circulation of the body fluid, right? The next, our group we are going to see, it's chordate. In chordate, the fluid will be in the form of, we call it as tissue fluid one. Another fluid we call it as fluid connective tissue, example blood. So this system we call this blood vascular system. These animals possess special circulating fluid called blood because of an organ. When the organ pumps, it circulates all over the body, and that special organ you call it as heart. and the materials get transported by this. And this part only we are going to see detail later in this lesson. I told you one more fluid, okay, tissue fluid, otherwise called as a lymph. There are 600 lymph nodes in our body, and this is also a type of circulation, special circulation, lymphatic circulation we call it as. So the system is lymphatic system, circulation, lymphatic circulation. It consists of lymph and lymph vessels, lymph nodes, okay. It also helps in transporting the substance to and from the cell. So that is specifically we name it as tissue cells. Now this body circulation, body fluid circulation, we are going to categorize into two, intracellular and extracellular. Here we are categorizing body fluid, okay? That is on the whole fluid we are categorizing as intracellular, extracellular. Here in body fluid, two things we are categorizing. One is intracellular, inside the cell, the fluid content. Another one outside, example blood and lymph, how it circulates in our body. So first we'll start with the blood. In this slide we are going to see the characteristics of blood. This is important 2-mark questions or 3-mark question, and sometimes even 1-mark questions are expected. So characteristics are very important. In any category you will get the question. So listen, it's a special connective tissue. About how many liters? 5 liters of the blood circulates in the body of an adult person. Blood consists of a watery fluid called plasma. Okay, this plasma we are going to see. What is its composition? It is 55% in the blood. The floating bodies are formed elements. RBC, WBC, and platelets. Okay, formed elements is also given here. Blood is slightly alkaline in nature. It is pH. Its pH is 7.4. It's very important 1-mark question. It's otherwise called as fluid connective tissue. Blood provides the body cells with oxygen and removes deoxygen. That is deoxygenated blood. It's nothing but carbon dioxide. Blood transport nutrients as well as the hormones. It regulates the body temperature, homeothermic we call it as. Blood brings waste products to the kidney and liver. So it is excreting also. So removal of waste products, otherwise called as excretion also. Removing, and these organs takes the role in excreting the waste products. So now we are going to see the blood on the whole with their composition. So first composition here, the plasma. So how many percentage? 55%. Just now we discussed. On the whole, in a blood, plasma constitute about 55%. Remaining will be the formed elements. Even in the formed elements, we have a distribution here, RBC and WBC, how much it is. First, let us see about this plasma. Blood plasma color, yellowish liquid in color. Sometimes in some of the textbook, it will be straw colored or colorless. Okay, it is pale yellow in color, which is yellowish liquid that holds the blood cells of whole blood in suspension. It is liquid part of the blood. It's a 1-mark question, which is the liquid part of the blood. The plasma, formed element, solid we call it is, carries cells and proteins throughout the body. Its composition is 55%. In plasma, okay, we saw in the blood, okay, if this is the blood, okay, in blood, 55% plasma. Okay, in plasma, what are the constituents? Okay, this will correct it. Water, 91 to 92% water, 8% solid. And these solids, what are they? That we are going to see. The solids include plasma protein, nutrients such as phospholipid, cholesterol, fats, nucleoside, and mineral salts. Apart from that, hormones, enzymes, antibodies, and waste products. These things are all solid constituents. So how many percentage it is? 8 percentage, right? This is also one mark type question. And now another difference based question. Differentiate between serum and blood. Or we can compare like this. Serum versus plasma. Okay, and not in the blood, in the plasma we'll take it. Serum versus plasma. It's a very important question, the difference. When I say plasma, the plasma constitutes WBC and platelets and RBC. When you say serum, this part will not be there. Okay, the clotting factors, platelets, in the platelets only clotting factors will be there. That will be removed. So the plasma minus clotting factors is equal to serum. So this is the serum. And that's a major difference between serum and plasma. So the blood clot here because of the absence of clotting factor, and the blood won't clot here because of presence of clotting factors. In the blood plasma, what are the composition, the various things? We saw not the solid materials, 8 percentage. So the sugar, we are going to see all these three things in detail. Blood sugar, plasma protein. Blood sugar, when we say, where is the blood sugar? In plasma only. So plasma blood sugar we can say. And blood cholesterol also, where is the blood cholesterol? In the plasma. So everything we are going to deal with the plasma. First, we'll see about plasma protein. Here, overall, the total configuration of this plasma protein is seen here with the relative size, and you can see the amount distribution also here, okay, in the measurement of 10 nanometer. Okay. Blood sugar can be tested by with a glucometer. Blood contains glucose 0.1 percentage as blood sugar. It's another one mark question. A fasting blood sugar level less than 100 milligram per decaliter, that is 5.6 millimole per liter, is normal. We are saying diabetes, the person is diabetic. Okay, there are two types of diabetes. One is diabetes 1, another one type 2, type 1, type 2, like that we are categorizing. And even this blood test, they used to take before meal and after meal also. So there'll be various configuration and the numbers also. Few I've displayed here. We'll check that first. A fasting blood sugar level from 100 to 125 mg per deciliter is considered to be pre-diabetics. Okay. Whereas 126 milligram per deciliter, the person with the risk of diabetes. Okay. Even this we are going to deal in the last part of this lesson, as well as in the excretion lesson, okay, about the diabetes. Blood cholesterol. By lipid profile test, we'll come to know this. Cholesterol is the main lipid content found in the plasma. It's a major portion and is used in the synthesis of biomembranes, vitamin D, bile salts, and steroid hormones, all these things. Okay, this can be tested by the lipid profile test. Increased blood cholesterol may lead to high BP and heart problems. These are all the risk factors. Okay, the constitution we saw, and what are the importance of this blood cholesterol? Suppose in case if it's going to increase, what are the risk factors? High BP is a major risk factor, which naturally leads into heart problems. Functions of blood plasma, another important 2 marks based question. Helps in transport, provide immunity, prevention of blood loss because it's a watery fluid, retention of fluid in blood, maintenance of blood pH, which is alkaline in nature, and uniform distribution of heat all over the body. Already we read it maintains the body temperature. So who is helping for all these things? Already we saw functions of the blood. Okay, mostly both are more or less same. So most of the function takes care by the plasma, like maintaining body temperature, giving the medium to the pH. Then next class we'll see about the blood cells, the formed elements RBC, WBC and platelets. Thank you.